Yo, what's up family? It's your boy Kobe Lobos here again, and yes, I am back after over a year. I know, don't come from my head, I know it's been way too long, but trust me, it's worth the wait. Today I'm bringing some serious value for my fellow international students. In today's video, we will be talking about filing your taxes as an international student, as well as how to file your tax properly using the correct forms. It's currently the 2024 tax filing season, and if you don't know about it, I am here to tell you all about it. If you're an international student here in the United States, wondering whether you need to file your taxes, what forms do you need to file with, how to even get started, then you're in the right place. In this video, I'll break everything down into the simplest way possible for your 2024 tax filing in 2025. I'll guide you through the whole process. But before we jump into details, do me a favor, smash that like button, hit the subscribe, and share this video to your fellow international students. Trust me, this info is way too valuable to keep to yourself. So stay tuned. Now, I know filing taxes is somewhat scary and somehow frustrating to a lot of students, so let's talk about how you can file your taxes as an international student easily. Now, let's talk about the easiest way for international students to file their taxes: Springtax. If you've never heard of Springtax, I'm going to tell you more about it. But I wish Springtax is sponsoring this video, but it's not sponsored, so it's not an ad. Springtax, by the way, if you don't know, it's an online tax filing software designed specifically for non-residents, which makes it perfect for international students like you and me. It helps you figure out whether you need to file taxes, fill out the right forms like the Form 8843 and the Form 1040NR. It calculates if you're getting a refund and even files your taxes electronically. How easy and simple can it be, or can you get? Most universities partner with Springtax and offer free access and discounts to students, so it's worth checking out with your school's website. You might not even have to pay for it. I'll leave a link in the description so you can check out Springtax for yourself. Again, this is not a sponsored video. I just know this tool helps a lot of international students, and I also want to share with you so you can also benefit from it. Now, let's talk about some questions that a lot of international students have, or a lot of international students have been asking. Why do we file taxes for the previous year in the current year? So a typical example is, why do we file taxes in 2025 for the income that we earned in 2024? The US tax system operates on a calendar year basis from January 1st to December 31st. This means employers, universities, and financial institutions have time to gather all necessary tax forms like your W-2s and your 1042s. Once that's done, the IRS gives us until April 15th of the following year to get everything together and submit our return. Think of it like getting your final grades in school. You take classes all semester, but you don't get your final report cards until later. This is similar to all your earnings. Deductions and tax payments from 2024 are reported and reconciled in 2025. Now, let's talk about another question international students ask. Why is it important to file your taxes as an international student? Filing taxes isn't just about paying the government, it actually benefits you. First off, it's a legal requirement. Even if you didn't work in the United States as an international student, you must file your taxes using the Form 884 every single year. Secondly, you might get a tax refund if you worked and overpaid your taxes. If that's your case, then you could get some money back. Also, filing your taxes helps to maintain your visa compliance. Filing taxes properly protects your F1, J1, or M1 visa status. Plus, it prepares you for any future US residency applications. If you ever apply for a green card or a work visa, you need to prove that you complied with the US tax laws. Skipping your tax filing could mean leaving free money on the table. Many students get refunds, so don't miss out at all. Now let's talk about some major complications that comes with you not filing your taxes, or in other words, what happens if you don't file your taxes. Not filing your taxes can cause some serious headaches. First off, the IRS can hit you with a penalty and fines if you owe taxes and do not file. If you're applying for future US visas or permanent residency, immigration officers may check your tax history, and not filing could raise red flags or even result in visa denials. Also, some job applications, especially in government or tech field, ask about your tax compliance. If you haven't filed your taxes, it could hurt your chance of landing a job. And if you have overpaid taxes and never file, you will miss out on a tax refund. The bottom line is, do not mess with the IRS. Whether you work or not, you need to file your taxes. It's simple, and SprintTax makes it even easier. Check out the link in the description. Now let's talk a little bit more about the tax forms. Understanding the tax forms, Form 8843 and the Form 1040NR. Let's dive deep into the two most important forms for international students. Form 8843 is required for all international students in the US, even if you didn't earn any income. It's not a tax return, it's more like a statement to the IRS telling them that you were in the US but didn't make any money, and you are here as a non-resident for tax purposes. Filing this form helps you maintain your non-resident status, avoiding potential tax issues down the line. It's simple. It's super simple. Just fill it in, your personal details, visa information, and how long you've been in the United States, and that is all. If you didn't work, intern, or receive a taxable scholarship, Form 8843 is all you need to file. Now, if you did make money, that's where the 1040NR comes in. This is your actual tax return. If you earned income in the United States, you will need to file this if you had any US income, like from an on-campus job, a paid internship, scholarship that covered non-tuition expenses like housing and meals, or freelance work. Make sure you do not file the regular Form 1040. That is for US residents and citizens. As an international student, you must file the 1040NR form. So here's a quick summary. If you didn't earn any money, just file the Form 8843. If you made money, file the Form 1040NR. And don't forget Form 8843. SprintTax makes sure you get the right forms and fills them out for you automatically. Now, do international students really need to file taxes every single year? Yes, international students must file taxes even if you didn't work. If you had no US income, just file, like I said before, just file the Form 8843. If you earned any US income, file the Form 1040NR. Just remember not to file the Form 1040. That is for US residents or US citizens. Now let's talk about what documents you need to file your taxes. Here is a checklist of documents you need to file taxes. One is the Form 8843. This is required for all international students, even with no income. If you earned income, you will need Form 1040NR. You also need the W-2 form if you worked, the 1042S form if you received any scholarship or stipends, and your social security number or ITIN if you ever worked in the US. Now let's talk about the tax deadlines and penalties. Mark this on your calendar. The tax filing deadline for 2024 is April 15th, 2025. Miss the deadline and you could face penalties or visa complications. Don't risk it. Set a reminder now, or better yet, file early. Now the most important part. Can international students get a refund? Yes. If too much was withheld from your paycheck, you could get money back. Some students get a few $100s back, while others may not. It's all about how much taxes you paid. Now I'm going to give you some step-by-step guide to filing your taxes with SprintTax. Filing your taxes with SprintTax is super easy. I've been going on and on about SprintTax and I'm telling you guys about it. Just go to www.springtax.com. I'll leave the link in the description below. Create an account, enter your details, upload your W2 or your 1042s. If you have an income, then let SpringTax generate your form for you. You can e-file directly or print and mail your forms to the IRS. If you're eligible for a refund, you get it. As simple as that. Now let's talk about some common mistakes international students make. Yes, people be making a lot of mistakes. Some common mistakes students make is filing as a resident instead of a non-resident, using TurboTax instead of SpringTax, missing the April 15 deadline, or forgetting to file Form 8843. Even if you didn't earn income, don't make these mistakes. Remember, IRS don't play. They don't play. They're gonna come for their money. So guys, that is your 2024 tax survival guide for international students. If you found this helpful, hit that like button to support the channel, subscribe for more international students content, and share this with your friends so no one gets caught slipping this tax season. Drop a comment below. Have you filed your taxes before? What was your experience like? And stay tuned for more content coming soon. It's Kobe Lobos signing out. Catch you in the next video.